one of 1,000 different restaurants he's worked at. Please welcome Mr. Bob McIntyre.
I got it.
I'm just going to end right there. Thank you very much. Wow, keep it going for Lisa Gadolti. All right, let's hear it one more time for Eclectic Box. Yes, keeping queer theater alive in San Francisco since December. I am a proud member of the Eclectic Box family.
Woo!
Thank you very much. Which, by the way, is also an updated way of saying I'm a friend of Dorothy. Very, very queer. So I do love coming in here. I love spending the time that I get to spend here. Sometimes I work the box office. Sometimes I scrub the toilet. A couple times I've been a 115-pound security guard. And trust me, nothing looks more threatening than me in my favorite Belinda Carlisle t-shirt in that little pink lobby. Nobody fucks with this. And a fun fact, on the day before we opened for our first show back in December, which was a Christmas parody of A Nightmare on Elm Street. That's what you get here at the box.
Yeah!
As I like to say, don't come here seeking Shakespeare. Okay. But on the day before that first show opened, this front row of seats was not yet put together and installed. And I came in to do some volunteer work that day. I said, what would you like me to do? And they gave me all the individual seat pieces and a white plastic bag with a note taped to it that said, seat parts. And then they gave me this toolkit, this, Danny, what's it called? A socket wrench! They gave me a socket wrench. And they said, we would like you to put these seats together. And I'm like, oh, I really want to be a security guard here. Yes, I'll do it. And I said, well, do you have like an IKEA-type drawing that will guide me through this process? And they said, no. They walked away. Yeah, figure it out, bitch. The point I'm trying to make is good luck, front row. Yeah. You should be all right. Most of the seats have stayed together. It's not a far fall. So I have a story to tell tonight about a very Twilight Zone experience I had back in January, where for a period of about 3.5 or 4 minutes, I truly believed with every fucking fiber in my body that I had somehow traveled via the Muni Underground. Yeah, I'm already in trouble. But through some sort of like Matrix rip in time and into an alternate reality. And for the first time in my life, I did that without drugs or alcohol. Justin and Judah. And an increasingly absent mind. This is my story. Hi, how are you doing? You need to get a seat? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Hey, how are you? So every Sunday morning, I take the 9 o'clock Ed Judah from the Underground at Van Essen Market out to see my friend Barbara in the Outer Sunset. And Barbara and I have been doing these Sunday meetups for years where we take a nice walk through Golden Gate Park and then out to and along the ocean. And then we make our way over to Java Beach Cafe. Yeah. And we sit outside there. And like the two very mature, senior, 10% off at Ross on Tuesday adults that we are, we play our favorite Sunday morning game. Barbara, do you want to say the name of that game?
Did they fuck last night?
Did they fuck last night? Have y'all ever played that game? Do you know how to play it? Yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory by the name. You know, you just spot two people walking down the street, and then you turn to the other player and go, "Did they fuck last night?" Very simple. It's like a yes or no game, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to play on a Sunday morning. Like I've tried it a few times. Played it on a Tuesday morning. Not as fun. No. Yeah, the couple of times I played it on a Tuesday, nobody looked like they fucked on Monday night. And that game is a real snooze fest when nobody fucked. Bring a Kindle. But on a Sunday out at the beach, as the kids are all saying, it don't stop. It don't stop. And Barbara, you want to wave to everyone? Yay! Excellent player. Very descriptive of the possible fucking. Because while Barbara takes it beyond just did they fuck last night, it's like how many times did they fuck last night, what positions did they fuck in last night, did they fuck again this morning? Her scorecard is huge. Like I just stick to yes or no. So anyway, back in January, Twilight Zone. I'm at the Van Ness station, okay? I go through the turnstiles, down the steps, and I go to the westbound platform, Ocean Beach. I look up at the arrivals board, and Judah, 14 minutes. 14 minutes, like way off schedule. You know, like I do this every week, I got this timed. That is supposed to say 2 to 4 minutes. You know? This is totally going to affect the start time of Did They Fuck Last Night. We're going to miss the 11:15 crowd going by, and they're the best. Because they definitely fucked this morning. So, I got 14 minutes to the next train, and then I calculated the fact that every minute waiting for Beauty feels like 3. Yes, so I am looking at what's going to seem like a 42-minute wait. So I needed to sit, you know. I wasn't going to stand for 42 minutes. That's insane. So I go to sit on one of the 4 little round seats that Beauty has so generously supplied from all of its westbound travelers. And there's a guy sitting in seat number 4 over here, who I am pretty sure had been awake since Wednesday. And I just got up at 8. Yeah, so we're not at all on the same plane, you know? So I know that I can't sit there, because I know if I sit in any of the 3 remaining seats, like I've lived here for a long time, I know just by looking at him, he is either going to start to try and talk to me about quasars, or he's going to perform a very poorly executed magic trick. Oh, I can spot a Beauty mathematician. Have you ever had to deal with the meth magic on the underground? It never works. Never works. 29 years I've been dealing with meth magic on Beauty. I have never seen a trick work once. So in order to avoid this potential meth magician, I went and I sat on the eastbound platform. But I kept my ears open for the westbound announcements. Because at that point, my brain was still functioning properly. That's about to end. So I sat there, you know, doing my Duolingo for what felt like 24 minutes. And I hear an announcement that the next westbound and Judah is coming in 6 minutes. So I peek around the corner, you know, to see if the meth magician is still there. He's gone. He is gone. He has taken the magic show on the road. So I get up and I walk over to the westbound platform. And now there's a guy in seat number 1 who, first of all, adorable. Adorable. Had like this little cute little outfit on, this spiffy little hat, and what I can only describe as like a flow of vomit down the front of him.
Oh.
Fresh! Like, I saw it move, Danny. Like, I don't know if it was the initial movement or if his stomach spasmed or what, but I saw it move.
Oh.
So I looked at him and I'm like, oh God, no wonder the meth magician left. You, sir, are bad for business. So as soon as I saw that, I just went back and I sat down on my seat on the eastbound platform. Now this is where shit gets weird. As soon as my ass hit that little round seat, my brain had some kind of like a glitch, like a boo-boos, like a big boo-boos is what it had. And it sent me a message that said, we actually had switched sides, that I was now sitting on the westbound side, and I'm just waiting for the next end to come and take me to Barbara. I look up at the arrivals board, and Judah, 3 minutes. I'm like, wow, that's great. You know, because it was just 6 minutes about 20 seconds ago. You know, but I guess they're trying to make up for that 14 minute shit earlier. So I thought nothing of it. So what feels like 9 minutes later, trains approaching, they make the announcement. Approaching, eastbound, 2-car, and Judah, to Caltrain and Ballpark. Now what I heard was, N. Because that is the only piece of information I really needed from that announcement, you know? If that's an N Judah, I already know where it's taking me. It is taking me westbound to Ocean Beach because I am sitting on the westbound platform. Train comes, I get on the train. I'm whistling a little Belinda Carlisle, the way I often do. And the train takes off to what I believe is our next stop, Church and Dubose. A couple seconds later, announcement. Next stop, Civic Center Station. Yeah, and I actually heard and absorbed that message because I had the fucking speaker volume set to scream! Yeah, and there was no, like, avoiding that. So as soon as I heard that, like my head just popped up and I let out with like this It was words. And a big smile on my face because clearly they had just played the wrong announcement.
Oh my God, yes.
This is something I had never heard before. So my head was just like, oh my God. My head's bopping around, it's the funniest things that ever happened on Beauty. And I'm trying to share this moment with somebody else who thinks it's hilarious. Nothing. Not one person was reacting to it. And I'm like, damn, tough crowd 9 a.m. Sunday. You know, I know you all heard that because it was fucking loud. It's like Civic Center Station! Like, how does nobody think it's funny that they played the wrong message and they played it at that volume? You know, it's twice as funny. It's like when you see a guy get hit in the head with a 2x4 and get kicked in the balls at the same time. Twice as funny. Yeah, but I'm stuck on a train with a bunch of fucking crappy faces. So we're going through the tunnel, and anybody doesn't know, the N Judah, when after Van Ness, it leaves the underground and it becomes a streetcar. And there's a certain part when you're still in the tunnel where the train makes a little jerk, and it goes over to the alternate track, you know? And so I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking about that announcement, and I'm waiting for this little jerk, and the little jerk isn't coming, and I'm starting to panic, but I'm like, I know the little jerk is going to come, because I'm sitting on the westbound side, and why isn't the jerk hitting yet? And then all of a sudden, we are in the Civic Center Station. And my mind went, what the fuck? Now, this should have been the moment that I realized I got on the wrong train. So I think back to Van Ness Street, and I'm like, all right, turnstile, stairs, westbound platform, 14 minutes, meth magician, eastbound side, 6 minutes, meth magician is gone. Sit down on westbound side. Yeah, I saw it 100%. I absolutely saw myself getting up and switching sides. Completely blocked out the adorable vomitorium. Not there. But this 100% happened to me. So this is the reality that I am living in. It's just like somehow I took a westbound train and I ended up going eastbound. And I'd like to say that I was like really freaked out, but I was really fucking scared. It's like this was serious a reality for me. So as the train pulled into Civic Center and slowed down, my first thought was, I'll go one more stop. And hopefully the glitch will fix itself. And we will end up back at Van Ness. This is something I thought could happen. But at the same time, I was afraid to see what was at the next stop. You know, I'm supposed to be at Church of Dubose. I ended up at Civic Center. The next stop could be fucking Modesto. Or Florida. Yeah, so I wasn't ready to take that chance. So I just, you know, I'm like, I don't trust this train anymore, and I got off the fucking train. So I'm standing out on the platform. You know, I'm breathing heavy, I'm rocking back and forth, I'm grabbing my head like this, you know, it's very dramatic. Very dramatic. Not like overly dramatic. I look like, what is happening? Aliens! No, I think I just kind of look like a lot of other people at the same time. So I start looking at the other people in the station and coming off the train to see what their reaction. Nothing. A bunch of fucking sheep. Oh, everybody's just like, oh, all right, I guess we're going to Civic Center now. I was hoping to have some crepes in Coal Valley, but Civic Center's lovely this time of year. And that's when I realized I must be having a dream. Yes, because there is no way this is how people would be reacting to unwillingly being dropped off at the Civic Center station. No, there would be bloodshed, tear gas, flying babies, quasars. So I closed my eyes so tight and tried to wake up, and it just didn't happen. So I'm standing there, and I'm thinking, all right, if no one else is concerned about this, and they're not one person is concerned about this, maybe this is only happening to me. This is something I thought might be happening. So I'm standing there, and what was it? Was it like a rip in time, just ripping the Matrix, and I don't know, exploding quasar? I have no idea. I hate fucking sci-fi. It makes no sense that this is happening to me. So I'm standing on the platform, and I'm trying really hard to look like I didn't just come from another reality. I hear an announcement. Approaching, 2-car, westbound, and Judah to Ocean Beach. And you can believe I heard every word of that statement. Now, just to keep everybody up to speed here, this is the end Judah I'm supposed to be waiting for back at Van Ness. This is not something I realized at the time. My first thought was like, why are they sending another N. Judah so quickly after the one that I took that somehow delivered me to the Civic Center station?
Oh my God.
And still it doesn't hit me. And again, I didn't know what to do. Like, do I get on the train and see if it really takes me to Van Ness? Or do I just get the fuck out of here, go upstairs, and see what's still standing? Because something ain't right. Train comes, I hop on the train. I am not whistling any Belinda Carlisle. The way I often do. And I start looking around and listening for other people's conversations to see if anyone is talking about how they expected to get dropped off at one station and ended up at another. Again, nothing. So it was just as I suspected, like this is only happening to me. But I was like, why? And I started looking around the train, hoping to see like a character from a David Lynch movie. Just looking at me going, it's real. Butterscotch. Yeah, because that would make sense. I'm like, yeah, okay, great, I'm in a David Lynch movie. Fine. But like, let's wrap things up, Dave. You know, I'm kind of scared and I've got some Did They Fuck Last Night to play. So finally, the train pulls into the Van Ness station, and as we slowed down, my biggest fear was that I was going to look out the window and see me standing on the platform, waiting for this train. This is something I thought could happen. And I was going to flip the fuck out. Oh, I saw it all in my head. I did. I have been very well behaved up to this point, you know? But somebody call Barbara and tell her I ain't coming. You know, if anybody is looking to have a viral video, pull out your phone right now. Shit might go down. And as we pulled in and came to a stop, we slowly rolled by those 4 little round seats that Muni has so generously supplied for all of its westbound travelers. And I saw this guy that I recognized. And he was adorable. With the flow of vomit down the front of him. And that's when it finally hit me! And I have never in my life been so happy to see somebody covered in vomit. Thank you very much, everybody.